noggin.
It's because it's a good one.
It's not huge. It's not. One of the first few casts on good old Lake X.
Wow. You suck.
We're trying to find the keys for this little mini bass boat I got going on.
Oh, that's a chunk.
Yeah, that's a Lake X fish, but that's very indicative of, see that right there?
Spawn.
Exactly what I
Dude,
thought.
that
They'd
was
be
on back.
spawning. You think? It hasn't spawned out yet.
No, she's still.
It's gonna be a fun day on Lake X.
Well, there you have it.
It's a short little fat one. Well, some of my first few casts got a nice chunky 3-pounder on Lake X. Haven't talked to the camera yet because I don't really have my big camera today. I have my GoPro. It's kind of, didn't exactly plan to be fishing here today. I am. Again, I don't have the correct footwear. This was footwear to go out in Cincinnati last night, but that's okay. We can still bass fish off it. Fishing, is this a brand new mini boat? What's the brand of this? It's a twin troller.
Twin troller.
I don't know this, a little twin troller X10. John said the thing's got some weird trolling motor underneath it. I just know it's a super cool mini bass boat. I mean, it's got 2 seats, 10 feet long. We're gonna mess up some Lake X fish today. John is actually gonna fish out of his little Sun Dolphin, which I know I filmed off of and he has in the past. Yeah, I think we're gonna do some sort of challenge video today. I'm not exactly sure. I just know it's gonna be a good day of spring bass fishing on Lake X in the mini bass boat. All right, well, John sent me on a hunt. You see, his grandpa just bought that new mini boat, the new mini bass boat thing, but he's never used it yet. And John and I have absolutely zero idea how to use it. There's some sort of in-hull propulsion, like a trolling motor in the hull, kind of like a Hobie foot pedal thing, but we have no idea how to work it. So I might just have to go the good old-fashioned paddle and anchor system. Either way, we'll catch him. Oh, we'll catch him.
Went something like this. Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
All right. Hey, at least I have 2 oars. All right, plugs in. Push me in, Captain.
You rolling?
Oh, this slides. I like that.
You rolling?
Oh yeah.
All right. Connected.
Since I'm at the mercy of the wind, we are gonna pick this area apart nice and slow. Because the only way I have to move is oars, and I can't anchor. I have an anchor. So that's gonna be the ticket. John and I are still gonna compete a little bit. You know, we're in different boats. Huh?
Best 5 fish length.
Best 5?
Yeah.
You gotta give me a bit of a handicap. How about 3? Best 3.
Okay. Best 3. Best 3, and you get an extra 2 inches. So you get an extra 2 inches for each fish.
I get 2 inches each fish? You're just handing it to me then. So what John and I are doing is, this lake is flooded, it's high, these fish are basically about to or are spawning. The fish I already caught had a bloody tail, little female that hadn't dropped eggs, so they're about to do their thing. I'm just picking the early spring favorites, a little Texas rig and a spinnerbait. Oh geez, it's a big cat. God. Oh no. I did not anticipate this, and I don't have pliers. Finally got the cat out. It's actually easy. I turned the camera off because it took me a couple minutes. I tried to get pliers. That didn't work, so I just kind of held the hook, turned it upside down, and let the weight of the fish get the hook out. So we got rid of the catfish. That's one step in the right direction. It's a big bass. Come on. Stay on, stay on. Big bass. Very big bass. Yes, he came out. I need this one. I need this one. I need this one. Need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. Come on. Come on, girl. Yes. John B is screwed. Literally caught that at my feet. Whew. Oh, John B is done for. Wow. Shame we aren't doing weight, because that is a fat 4-pounder. Let's get a length on it. I mean, look at how fat that thing is. It is huge. Big belly. Big old bass. All right, let's get a length. I'm guessing 18, 19. And that, when you pinch the tail, so fish is on 0, 19. Gorgeous. Where's she bleeding from? Oh, she's bleeding from the mouth. Just where I hooked her in the nose. She's good. She ain't getting hooked in the gills. Come on, girl. Awesome. Well, since I have the 2-inch handicap, that's a 21-inch bass. I'll take it. The water's really dirty, so I switched up to this worm. It's this big Buddha Baits worm. I love it in dark water because it's really smelly. It's got a bunch of garlic, and it's just a really large profile. In the springtime, these fish are either really hungry or they're guarding their beds. And either way, they either want to defend from a big meal or eat a big meal. Good springtime bait, big worm. There's one. Stay on there, fish. He's wrapped around the wood. Oh, he came out. Now he's on wood again. You hear that squeaking? That's wood. Oh, yes, he came out. Don't jump, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. This one's not as big, but it's still a good one, especially when I add 2 inches. Oh, yes. Another fat little female. Yes. Nice little single Colorado bladed spinnerbait. Number 2. Let's get some water on there. When you put them on 0, you go 17 inches because that's 1 inch over 16. I don't want to feel like putting the tape measure out. So that, if I'm counting this one, that's an actual 17, but 19 with the added 2 inches. Sweet. The best thing to do when a fish is stuck in wood like that is just keep pressure tight. Eventually, they usually work themselves out of the wood. Because if you give them any slack at all, they'll spit the hook almost always. There's one. Oh, wow. Right at my feet. I need this fish so bad. It's another big one. No, come on. Come on, girl. Yes. Game over, John. Game over. At my feet again, just twitching this spinnerbait through this tree. It's such a massive tree. I've caught so many fish off this tree. John's caught so many fish off this tree. I'm sure you guys have seen many fish catches off it. It's just a massive laydown. I worked it for 15 minutes with a Texas rig, casted it with a spinnerbait, but figured I should take a couple more. Literally right there, smoked this spinnerbait. Another fish that has not spawned yet. Look at that belly. She is still a pre-spawn female. I've caught 3 pre-spawn females. John is done for. I fluttered that spinnerbait over this log. Like I twitched it and it triggered that fish. Maybe it didn't want to bite. I don't know. This fish, touching 0, hits 18. 18-inch pre-spawn. Sally. Thank you, Large Marge. You gonna go yet? Game over. John he's definitely done for. I've milked this tiny stretch of laydown for 3 big pre-spawners because it's out of the wind and it's somewhere I can actually effectively fish without a trolling motor. Oh, he's so done. Weird thing is 2 of the 3 fish I have caught, I've hooked within 5 feet of myself. So maybe that says something about the usefulness of a mini bass boat and the stealthiness, kind of like a kayak, or maybe it just says something about fishing unpressured waters. I think a little bit of both. Let's go, John, pick up. I need to chirp him.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
He's got to be scrambling. He's got to be scrambling. I know his ringer's on because I called him earlier and I heard his phone ring. He's scrambling. He's got nothing. I'm just going to keep fishing. I'm just going to slow down, keep fishing. I'm getting these bites when I'm being very thorough. Like these fish are, it does not seem like they're out totally hungry in pre-spawn feeding mode when they're hitting everything the first time. So maybe that gives me the advantage because I'm forced to slow down. I don't know. Just kind of rambling at this point, but I want John to come back so I can talk some trash.
Okay, how am I done for?
So John finally answered, because you're screwed with what I've caught.
No way.
Have you caught 3?
Absolutely.
All right, well, how do you want to do this? Do you want to end the challenge?
I would. Let's do another 30 minutes.
Another 30 minutes. All right. What was the punishment actually, though?
Earthworm, I guess.
Where are we gonna find an earthworm? Are we just gonna start digging, look for the robins?
It just rained, so it shouldn't be too hard to find an earthworm.
Yeah, that is a little bit true.
So the 2-inch thing, you're taking that off essentially. You feel bad for me because you have a really big bag apparently.
I don't feel bad for you because I fished the same 30 yards this whole time.
30 more minutes, and I guess loser eats earthworm. I guess. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so John and I are giving it another half hour. He obviously is not the most confident person in the world. He needs another half hour. So I'm gonna go switch spots. I think my 18-incher is fine. I need to get out that 17. Okay, so apparently I made my way all the way over to the dam. It's super windy over here. Apparently John's engine broke. The idea was that he was gonna come get me and tow me back in, and he says the engine isn't working. So I guess I'll see you guys in a half hour by the time I'm done rowing the boat all the way over there against the wind. Cool. You see John right now. John, what are you searching for?
Worm.
John is searching for an earthworm right now because he did lose the mini bass boat challenge. I caught a 19, an 18, and a 17, and with the added 4 inches for me fishing without a trolling motor, that was kind of generous looking back, especially since I would have won without it. But what'd you catch, a 17, 17 and a half?
217.
All right, so he caught 3 17-inch fish, so I beat him by enough for him to eat an earthworm. Okay, you got a good start looking for the flat rocks.
They for sure should be under here.
Oh, there's one.
That's a healthy size one.
There's one.
Grab this little bugger.
I'm gonna wash them off. I'm like cool to eat earthworms and whatever, but I don't want a little dirt on it. That's gross. I know this is weak, guys, I know, but I just spent the past 10 minutes looking for an earthworm, and this is the only one I could find. I'm gonna put a little water on this little guy.
He's squirming
and
really good.
I'm gonna eat him. Normally I don't like doing the whole, like this is gonna be one of those videos where yes, earthworms were harmed in this video, but these guys are full protein, so just like a steak or a piece of chicken, he's not gonna go to waste. We're definitely gonna not eat him in vain. So this is what I get for losing. Oh, he just got big. Ready?
Oh, that is disgusting.
Very glad I landed all 3 fish because all 3 of those fish I arguably should not have landed. I got a little lucky, especially since John caught 5, I only caught 3. So one of those fish I could have lost, one of the fish in the stick, the 2 that I hooked right under me, either one I could have easily not caught, and I would have been the one with a worm slithering down my throat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of fun, less serious challenge video. Again, this is Lake X. It's not exactly hard here, but we can pump out some fun videos here. Like I said before, John and I are about to take a pretty big trip, so it should be a lot of great videos coming up for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.